Welcome back to Luxembourg, and it's Champions League second qualifying round time. It's Bartek Borisov of Belarus, which is a promising start to a tongue twister if ever I heard one. And even if we go out, we're still in Europe because we'll go into the Europa League. I mean, we'll last one round in that and then we'll be out because we're gradually getting tougher and tougher sides. So, yeah, can't see this European adventure lasting too long. But we're trying to sign a few people as well, and with an emphasis on Luxembourgish talent, which is tough because there isn't any. Right, well, thanks to a slight miscalculation, I've skipped onto this bit, so yeah. We'll crack on from here. So, second round qualifying, Bartek Borisov of Belarus. We have had the draw for the third round qualifying. It's Red Star Belgrade or Tirana. I'd much prefer Tirana, but I'm sure it'll be Red Star Belgrade. And I'm pretty sure we probably won't get through anyway. Right, let's tell them we've got nothing to lose, because let's face it, no one's expecting anything. Much like the last round, and we did quite well there. Now, there is a new name on the team sheet. Ryan Berberi, who is actually from Luxembourg, which is why I signed him, because we lack players from Luxembourg, as I explained last time, I think, which is why our Champions League squad is so small. Sadly, he doesn't count, because he was born and raised in Belgium, by the look of things, so... But he is still an improvement. We've also switched that role slightly from a deep line playmaker to an advanced playmaker, and it's probably going to spell the end of Landinho's useful time here, because he just hasn't got the physicals these days. He's 34, he's just tailing off. I mean, the technicals and the mentals are still good, but yeah, those physicals just aren't what we need them to be. And Berberi does give us a little bit more. Let's have a quick look at him. Yeah, I mean, his physicals aren't great, but they are still better than Landinho's. And he is still a pretty useful player. Oh, hello, they've left Sorrow all alone there, haven't they? I mean, as it turns out, they could probably afford to because he didn't do anything, but never mind. Oh, well done, Pinto, and then not so well done. God, quite the scrap in that midfield, isn't it? Oh, and they're getting the rub of the green at the moment. The ball is bouncing their way, which we don't really need because they're better than us anyway. So, okay, I'm not entirely sure why that was shown. Not a lot really happened there, did it? Oh, airing. The kits are quite distinct. You could probably pick them out if you tried. Okay, well, I think he probably could have taken a touch there and taken that closer, but... Right, yeah, I get the feeling we are going to get somewhat swamped here. Because I don't necessarily fancy the chances of this ball getting up the other end. Nope, didn't think so. Oh, actually, I've just realised I haven't actually done the opposition instructions of this game. Well, that's not going to help, is it? Right, going hard on him. Right, there we go, confirm changes. Right. Yeah, I do think this tie is probably about keeping it respectable. We just are not good enough. I mean, you know, quarter of the way through the first leg, we're not behind. So that's good, isn't it? We haven't hit the target yet. But, you know, apparently we've been kind of on top. Oh, wearing. Bloody hell, Timo. Playing in yellow, Aaron. Yellow. Yellow and black. Probably confused him by adding a second colour now. Avoid blue. Try that. Blue is bad. I definitely know someone who'd agree with that. Oh, well done. Just carve yourselves open, boys. Don't let them do it. Do it yourselves. If you want something doing properly, do it yourself. They spent 40 minutes trying to break us down. Couldn't do it. We managed it in 3 seconds. Oh, it's the new boy losing it. Brilliant. I'm glad you're here. He's not actually any particular use for the registration, are you? As it turned out. Which was basically the... I mean, you're quite good. I mean, in his defence, he's not match sharp and he's only just, you know, he's not used to the tactic or anything, so... But that's not... That doesn't mean you should lose the ball. That just means you're not quite sure what the plan is, really. Standing there and losing the ball. Right, forget it. It's done. Right, Timo, Nuno, you are going to get a roasting. Right, show me something else in the second half. And you two, come here. Right, Timo, Nuno's stressed. Good. Turn that stress into positive energy. Otherwise you're going to get hoiked off. And I'm not entirely sure we've got anyone who can replace you in the squad. You know, bare bones as it is for Europe. Okay, well, he certainly played that ball into space, didn't he? Still haven't hit the target. Still haven't hit the target. Oh, good God. Right. You've got this highlight to do stuff, boys, and then... Oh, we've hit the bar now. God, sorry. Get it in there. Oh. Oh! Why isn't this highlight... Oh, there we go. Thank goodness for that. I was going to say, wasn't that highlight over? Right. Have we got... We haven't got... Well, no. We've got Rodriguez on the bench. He can come on. And... Now, is it Rezapov or Kovalev? Which one do we play on that side? It's Kovalev. Right. Okay. Oh, great. And a left back that we do have no replacement for is playing really badly. So, what we're going to do is wait for that, pause, and then shout at him individually. Am I? No. Actually, no, let's just shout a bit of encouragement to the team in general. Let's not pick on Okas yet. After all, he's not the one. Hey, we finally had a shot on target at least. And we've dominated. Well, we had dominated. I don't understand how the momentum switches in a 5 minutes that has already elapsed and it should know what happened. In the 5 minutes you're in, I can understand it swinging. In the 5 minutes previous to the 5 minutes you're in, it should not change. Because that has literally happened completely. Oh, unlucky Pinto. It's very odd. Right, let's demand more. Let's go attacking. Why not? What have we got to lose apart from a game of football? Right, come on, Burberry. You're supposed to be pulling strings out there. Okay. Would have been nice if you'd told someone it was going down there. They might have noticed. Two of them stood there like, whoa, hello, he's played it. Oh, my word. I mean, our shooting has been what's let us down more than anything else. All that and Burberry giving the ball away. Okay. That wasn't even a highlight game. Don't tease me like that. Something should happen in a highlight. I mean, look at that. One shot on target. It's not good enough, is it? It's just not good enough. That is absolutely not good enough from the shooting. Yeah, I can't thrash my arms and tell them that we should have converted more chances. I can point the finger. Right, you, abysmal. You, not good. And you weren't good enough either. I mean, basically our forward players were not good enough. And one mistake cost us. Curse you, Rayan Berberi. Time for the second leg then. We are in Germany, apparently. We're playing in Cologne. Because, as I said before, Bate are not allowed to play in Belarus. Because friends of Putin they. We have made a few signings. I'll try and update you on those after the game. And as you can see, the tactics, I'm tweaking them a little bit, so not everyone's fully familiar with what they're supposed to be doing here. But hopefully we'll put in a decent performance. I mean, I'm expecting to go out, ultimately. We're already one down from the away leg. So I don't think we are going to get through. But if we don't, we go into the Europa League, where we'll almost certainly get beaten again. Yeah, but I mean, basically this is the old money-making exercise this year. And I'm kind of coming to the conclusion that this might be my last year at the club. We'll get our taste of Europe. We'll see if we can defend our title and everything, and well, defend our double. But without being able to sort of like hoover up the best of everyone else's squads, we can't get enough Luxembourg talent to really ever do anything in Europe. I mean, it's difficult enough as it is, because obviously Luxembourg don't produce much in the way of quality players, as you can see from our squad. But yeah, with that restriction in mind, and with the fact obviously that with my success here, hopefully I'm a slightly hotter property than I was when I arrived, then maybe we'll look and see if we can get ourselves a slightly better job. Unlucky herring. Nice try, son, nice try. One moment. Sorry about that. Alarm went off on my phone. Talking of said alarm, it's kind of linked to something I need to let fans of the series know, i.e. that in the next week or so there will probably not be a lot happening in terms of videos coming out, because I am off to Romania for a week. Oh, is it the post? Which hopefully should be good fun. It's supposed to be minimum 34 degrees every single day I'm there. So, you never know, I might even get something I've not had for a long time, a tan. Oh, come on, you could have got to that. And now you've let him get free. Right, come on, boys. Come on, we're still in this. One goal and we're back in this tie. Of course, they score one and it gets real uphill struggle, but that's... Don't focus on that. Right, actually, I'm just going to throw out a bit of encouragement no matter what happens on this highlight. I get the feeling it's been dragging on so long now that it's almost bound to be a goal. Yeah, almost. Yeah, we're not playing particularly brilliantly, are we, here? Berberi, unfortunately, his match sharpness is counting against him. I mean, we've had ever so slightly the better of this game so far. Sorrow. Oh, hello. I don't even know what happened there when that ball came flying out. Right. I mean, they've not been terrible. I mean, they've not been great, actually. Yeah, show me something else in the second half. Because what you've shown me so far is that we're probably at the sort of level of this side, but I think, well, maybe if I hadn't tweaked the tactics, maybe if everyone knew exactly what they were doing, possibly then it might be going a little better. I don't know. I mean, like I say, ultimately this is about taking the money and running. And hopefully setting this club up a little better financially than they were when we got here. So right. Oh, go on, Erin. Oh, what is that? Oh, you've got to look up and see what your options are. I mean, they weren't great, but they were better than that. You mug. Oh, go on the counter. That's it. That's not it at all. Get it? Well done, Ocas. Oh, Burberry. Expecting better of you. You might not be match sharp, but you can at least pass. Oh, Frankie J. Somehow skewed that away from his own goal. Go on. There we go. Right. No. Oh, you just knocked it down the line. You would have run onto it, and now you've lost it, you Burke. Oh, my word. Right, several people are playing like idiots. Okay, Rodriguez is going to come on. Aaron, you've been absolutely useless. Do we have an advanced playmaker on the bench? Well, not really, but we've got Goni, and Proudhon can come into that position. I'm sure he can probably remember how to do it. I think he used to do it. Left back. Well, you're going to have to struggle on, aren't you? I've got another one of you out there. I mean, Pinto can technically play left back, but he's got no left foot. I know that much. Pretty sure he's down as weak. Yep, he's weak on the left foot, so that's not going to work. But do we do it anyway and pick one of these boys? Okay. So like Grillo? Grillo probably. Right, okay. Let's move Grillo to there. We'll move Pinto over to the other side, even though he doesn't really know what he's doing. So that would be interesting. Does he know what he's doing over there? Because he's training as a fullback on support. So is it the role or is it the specific position and role? Well, if it was just the role, you'd be able to select the... Anyway. Sorry. I'm getting distracted. Right, let's confirm those. Let's bump this up to attacking and let's demand some more. What have we got to lose at this point? It's not like we're going to be out of Europe, even if we lose, because champions get second chances. Right, we've been terrible in this half so far. They've absolutely dominated us. Okay. Is that a legacy of that thing it did before when... Oh my word! Moreira, is he onside? Linesman's not got his flag up. Oh my word. Suddenly we've levelled the tie. I mean, to be fair, if we go through this, we're going to get absolutely spanked in the next round. Because there's definitely going to be people in there that can really give us a seeing too. But then I think if we get through into the Europa League, there'll be people in there that will give us a seating too as well. So one way or the other. I mean, the thing is, if we stay in this one, then if we get knocked out in the next round of this one, then we go into the Europa League from there. So it is sort of like one step further, but and we are sort of trying to sign some Luxembourg lads to try and fill the squad out a little bit, so we might actually have a full, well, yeah, possibly even a full bench. Well, this is heading it to extra time at this rate. Yes, right, extra time. They have clearly now been the better side because they dominated that half completely, but we scored the only goal. We've been the better team. I'm not going to lie to them, am I? That's just an out and out lie. Right. Yeah, let's go for the revenge angle again. Oh no, I don't need to tell Okas he needs to play better. Probably Todorovic and Rodriguez, actually. You've not been good enough so far. Sort yourselves out. Other than that, I don't think we're going too badly. I think I've got quite a few subs left as well still, haven't I? We get an extra one in extra time. So we might be able to replace some tired legs, although what with, I really don't know, because there's not a lot of quality on that bench. Let's just actually nudge that down to positive again. Encourage the boys. I mean, they are still walking all over us. Although, that last 5 minutes... How did that stay out? Oh my word, that literally just bounced off the post and straight to him. Across, just along the goal line. Oh my word, we so nearly stole that. Right, I just want to pause and have a look. Oh, good lord, yes, we've got some people who are very tired boys. Right, now, Rezapov and Kovalev are going to come on. Right, let's see if we can get some fresh legs running down those wings and expose their fullbacks. Encourage the boys. I mean, I'll take a penalty shootout at this stage. Honestly, I didn't think we'd even get to that point, so... Okay. Come on, Rodriguez, put some effort in. Or just let them pass it past you. Oh. 2 minutes left. Are we going to throw this away late? Frankie J with a confident claim. Much of a highlight. And it is penalties. Right, well fortunately both of the lads I've brought on are actually not that bad at penalties. Now, I'm going to do my usual. Right, we're going to get Grillo to take the first one. Let's see, Rezapov is anxious. But he is quite a good penalty taker. Right. Stuff it. Right, we'll get him to take one that's not overly important, actually. Let's get him to take the second one. So there's not quite so much pressure on. Kovalev and then Rodriguez is clearly the best penalty taker we've got there. Team talk. Proud of your efforts so far. Keep it going. And here we go. Oh, well done, Grillo. It's not a pass-back competition, son. See, that's what you're supposed to do, Grillo. Take notes. Right, it's the nervous-looking Rezapov who just displays none of those nerves, apparently. It's really always really disappointing when you miss the first one and then just nothing happens. He basically kicked that straight at you, Frankie. Use your feet. Palm it away with one hand. Never going to work, is it? Ah, well. At least Grillo is not alone. Yeah, this is just going to be... Yeah, that's it, basically. Oh, dear. Kovalev has to score. I know they try and increase the tension by doing this, but it is a waste of your life, isn't it? Watching them run from the halfway line. Okay, right, we need Frankie J to be a hero now. And that's the problem. As soon as he gets to that point where the next one could decide it, it does it every single time. And it's really boring to watch. There we go. Fortunately, we didn't have to watch it too many times. Right, well, lesson learned. We can't take penalties without our better penalty takers on the pitch. Would have been the likes of Landinho in previous years, and yeah, he's not there. Well, the Champions League dream has died. I honestly don't see. Yeah, penalties are what they are. I'm not going to hold that against them. Like I say, I didn't think they were going to get through it anyway. So, we'll have a look at the transfers, and then hopefully we'll have a look and see who we might get in the Europa League as well. Okay, then, as promised, a quick run through of what transfer business we have done. Rayan Berberi you've seen play, so you knew he was here. He was a free transfer. Pretty good central midfielder. Once he's up to speed with tactics and match sharpness, I'm expecting big things of Rayan Berberi. We have also signed Michael Teixeira, who is Luxembourg born and raised, I think. Yes, he has Luxembourg eligibility, which is a big reason I've signed all of these, really. Again, not too bad. Excellent as a deep line playmaker, which we sadly don't really use. Although, when we put him on the pitch, maybe we'll switch it to that. The fans were incredibly disappointed that apparently we'd wasted a loan spot with this boy, who, when you look at it, the role he likes to play, he's good at. He's got fantastic potential. I think we might even have a... I don't know, maybe we haven't got an optional fee. But yeah, I don't quite see what they were so upset about. Anyway, now, Nicola Ducci, another young Luxembourg lad. You see, this bloke, arguably worse than Teixeira, they were perfectly happy with. Yeah, he's a left winger. So, again, just padding out the squad with people from Luxembourg. And who else? We got Almir Klika, who sadly is probably better off as a winger, but we're going to kind of have to use him as a fullback if we use him. And the problem with that is he can't mark or tackle, and his defensive positioning is very bad. So he's definitely a lot better going forward, but doesn't know the position going forward. And we kind of have left midfielders already, or left wingers. So, yeah, but we've got him for a couple of years. Well, if I'm here that long. And, you know, if things change, we maybe could push him further up. And then Sergio Englaro, who is a goalkeeper. He's not a particularly good goalkeeper, but he is from Luxembourg. And that's a quality that gets you a long way around here these days. And he is basically going to replace Zandar Zangaliev, who pretty much never played last season because Frankie J was just our top boy, except on those rare occasions when I forgot he was in the side. I thought it was Bodo Glimt, but obviously what I was looking at was Champions League games, and Bodo Glimt won the tie, so Sheriff Tiraspol got knocked out and therefore are playing us. They are Moldovan. You may remember a glorious night a couple of seasons ago when they actually beat Real Madrid in a Champions League group game, which is a dear sweet memory for me. I don't expect us to get past them, and certainly if we do, we will really suffer in the playoff round, because there's going to be some good teams in that. And the league starts, our first couple of games have been pushed back a day. So, what we'll probably do is we will come back next time for the away leg against Sheriff, so that we milk this Europa League cow for all it's worth. And then, depending on the result of that, if we get blown away, then we'll probably go with the Hostet game. If we're still in it, we will go with the second leg. So that's where we stand at the moment. Europe is still a thing, but probably not for long. But we are set for nearly $250,000 out of that, so that will be very handy for our finances. Anyway, thank you for joining me. Like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you next time for the next European adventure. Bye bye for now.